Suddenly, it was like somebody was switching on the light switch. The northern lights appeared, and they were so strong.
Hey there guys, how's it going, and welcome back to our channel. Our world is packed with thousands of stunning panoramas only waiting to be experienced, from the openness of vast open fields to the glittering of major city lights. There are many sights in the world that are so breathtakingly stunning that they seem to be from another world. These amazing sights around the world, from natural wonders to man-made marvels, claim your attention. Here are 11 mesmerizing things you can't take your eyes off. Number 11. Northern Lights. Auroras are produced by solar wind-induced disruptions in the magnetosphere. The trajectories of charged particles in both the solar wind and magnetospheric plasma can be altered by these disturbances. Electrons and protons in particular precipitate into the upper atmosphere. Number 10. Galapagos Island. The Galapagos Islands are a fascinating ecosystem with a range of species that can't be seen anywhere else on the planet. The isolated volcanic islands of Ecuador are situated on the Pacific Ocean, more than 600 miles west of the mainland. They're in a national park that UNESCO calls a living museum and exhibition of evolution. The Galapagos Islands are a Pacific Ocean volcanic archipelago. It's regarded as one of the best places in the world to see wildlife. It's a province of Ecuador that lies about 1,000 kilometers off the country's coast. Its remote location protects a wide range of plant and animal species, many of which are unique to the region. Number 9. Antelope Canyon. Antelope Canyon is a beautiful, picturesque slot canyon on Navajo land in Arizona with colorful, wavy walls lit by streaming beams of light. The canyon is divided into two parts, each with its own natural lighting and erosion-created formations. One of the most scenic areas in America's state and national parks in the Grand Canyon. Thanks to its elegance, it's been the most photographed and explored sloth canyon in the whole American Southwest. Antelope Canyon's beautifully smooth and flowing carved sandstone has made it one of the most prominent sloth canyons in the world. Number 8. Palace of Versailles. From 1682, when Louis XIV reigned, until the onset of the French Revolution in 1789, when Louis XVI reigned, the Palace of Versailles served as France's only royal residence. The Palace of Versailles, just south of Paris, is one of the most opulent places in the world. The vast palace, which housed French royalty for more than a century before the French Revolution in 1789, has 2,300 rooms and welcomes millions of tourists per year. Historians disagree about how much it costs, but low-end figures place it around $2 billion. Royal apartments, a gallery, manicured grounds, an opera, a church, and a renowned hall of mirrors are all part of the magnificent chateau. Number 7. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a bizarre, world-famous ancient stone mound located on England's Salisbury Plain. For thousands of years, visitors have been attracted to the site by its scientific heritage and mystical mysteries. With the aid of a lost fragment of the site that was recovered after 60 years, the root of the giant sarsen stones at Stonehenge has finally been uncovered. Stonehenge is one of the world's most well-known ancient wonders. In 1986, the 5,000-year-old Henge Monument was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Despite various hypotheses, no one knows for sure why Stonehenge was built. Geochemical analysis of the standing megaliths was paired with a measurement of the meter-long heart. Number 6. Song Cave. The world's largest cave, Han Song Dong, is located in Vietnam's Phong Nha Bang National Park. It took until 1990 for it to be found, and it wasn't available to the public until 2013. More people have climbed Mount Everest than have seen this natural wonder. It's so big that it has its own weather system, complete with clouds inside and a 747 plane could pass right through it. Hongsan-dong's ecosystem is as special as it is vast, and it also has its own regional weather system. Rare limestone cave pearls are strewn around in dry pools, and the world's tallest stalagmite stands 80 meters tall.
Three of the most incredible days of our lives, we finally reached the Great Wall of Vietnam.
Number 5. Sea of Stars, Maldives. The Sea of Stars is a mystical natural performance that takes place in the water surrounding Vadu Island, which is part of the Maldives in the Indian Ocean. When billions of agitated microorganisms called dinoflagellates produce a bluish light similar to marine fireflies, the occurrence happens. Late summer location with a rare bioluminescent phytoplankton-induced occurrence of sparkling waters. It looks like a literal sea of stars, though in truth, it is the work of microorganisms.
As the waves crash on the beach, the water glows in the dark.
Number 4. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China, an architectural masterpiece and the world's longest wall, is awe-inspiring to see. The wall is over 3,000 years old and was once about 13,000 miles long, but just about 10% of the original wall is still standing today. The Great Wall of China is a complex of fortifications designed to defend ancient Chinese states and imperial China from numerous nomadic forces from the Eurasian steppe. Number 3. Door to Hell. The Darvaza gas crater in Turkmenistan, dubbed the Door to Hell, is actually man-made. A natural gas pocket collapsed at the site as engineers were digging for oil, causing a sinkhole. Soviet scientists chose to set fire to methane gas to avoid it from spreading, possibly unaware of how much fuel it contained. The crater has been burning for almost 50 years, since 1971. Since 1971, a fiery crater has been burning in the Karakum Desert. A hole 330 feet wide has been on fire for over 50 years near the 350-person village of Darvaza in Turkmenistan's dusty, vast Karakum Desert. Number 2. Grand Prismatic Spring. After Frying Pan Lake in New Zealand and Boiling Lake in Dominica, Yellowstone National Park's Grand Prismatic Spring is the largest hot spring in the United States and the third largest in the world. This spring is located in one of America's well-known national parks. Aside from its height, it acts as a mirror reflecting the whole rainbow spectrum. It has a blue core and a red ring across the perimeter. Heat-loving bacteria in the water are responsible for the color change. Number 1. Avenue of the Baobabs. A section of a gravel road in Madagascar is one of the country's most well-known attractions. The Avenue of the Baobabs is a stretch of road lined with massive, ancient baobab trees that are over 800 years old. The Avenue of the Baobabs is a line of baobab trees that run between Morondava and Beleni-sur-Bahina in western Madagascar's Manabi district. The road is one of the country's most popular and visited destinations. It's also the most open location in America to see baobab trees. This brings us to the end of our video, which we hope you guys found insightful.